In today's video, we're going to uncover 4 of the biggest mistakes that are silently destroying your weight loss goals. And these aren't just minor slip-ups, they're mistakes that could be affecting your energy, your relationships, and even how long you'll be around for your loved ones. So yes, it's a big deal to pay attention and drop that excess body fat. My name is Nigel Samuel, and I'm a fat loss coach with over a decade of knowledge in this field. I've successfully transformed my body and my clients for a healthier and more happier life through fat loss. So I've been exactly where you are, feeling like my body had turned against me. And no matter what I tried, the diets, the endless cardio sessions, the scale just wouldn't budge. Then I distinctly remembered one day after getting winded after walking up a flight of stairs at work, it hit me hard. If I didn't make a change, I might miss the moments that mattered the most actually. That's when I made the change to get better for myself and my loved ones. So if you're tired of feeling stuck and ready to take control of your health and look better, stay with me because we're about to dive deep into these common pitfalls and most importantly, how to fix them. And trust me, you don't want to miss this. Your health and happiness could depend on it. So let's get right into it. All right, let's dive into the first big mistake, and I'm talking about overeating healthy foods. Now, you might be thinking, wait a minute, how can eating healthy foods be a problem? Well, here's the thing. Foods like nuts, olive oil, avocados, and even those high-calorie gas station protein bars are nutrient dense, but they're also incredibly calorie dense, meaning they contain a lot of calories for their portion. Just because something is labeled healthy doesn't mean you get a free pass to eat unlimited amounts. It's like having that low-fat ice cream. It doesn't mean you get to eat the whole tub, my friend. Now picture this. You're making a salad, feeling great about your choices, but then you pour in a few extra tablespoons of olive oil, sprinkle a generous handful of nuts, and maybe grab a protein bar on the side with it, which clocks in around 350 calories. Well, before you know it, you've added hundreds of extra calories to what you thought was a light meal. Now here's what's happening. Healthy fats contain 9 calories per gram, and that's more than double the calories in proteins or carbs. And those calories add up fast, my friend. So before you know it, you're consuming more calories than your body needs, leading to weight gain instead of weight loss. So overeating these healthy foods can stall your weight loss, keeping that stubborn belly fat right where it is. And that extra weight isn't just about how you look aesthetically. It's increasing your risk for high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and even lowering your testosterone levels. And that affects everything from your energy levels to your performance in both the gym and yes, even the bedroom. And I get it too. It's easy to give yourself permission to overindulge when we believe something is good for us. It's like when you're watching your favorite show and you think just one more episode won't hurt, and next thing you know, it's 2 a.m. Those extra episodes, or in this case, those extra calories, they all add up, my friend. So what's the solution here? Well, portion control is your new best friend. In my simple sustainable fat loss coaching program, I teach simple practical methods like the finger trick. So for healthy fats, a serving size about 1 or 2 fingers is good enough. And if you choose oils, aim for about a tablespoon, which will be plenty. So next time you're preparing a meal, be mindful of how much of these calorie-dense food you're adding. Those small adjustments can lead to significant results. You'll start seeing the scale move, your energy levels rise, and you'll be one step closer to reducing the health risks we talked about earlier, like the diabetes and high blood pressure. Okay, moving on to mistake number 2, and this is relying solely on the scale to gauge your progress. Now, I can't tell you how many mornings I've stepped on the scale and feel defeated by the dreaded numbers staring right back at me. Back when I started my fat loss journey. And despite eating right and exercising, the scale seemed stuck. And it felt like all my hard work was for nothing. It's like putting all this effort into studying for a test just for the instructor to tell you that the grade isn't changing. And suddenly all that motivation you had goes right out the window. Like Uncle Phil tossing jazz out. Now here's what most people don't realize. The scale measures everything, including muscle, fat, water, and even the meal you just had 10 minutes ago. Also, it doesn't differentiate between fat loss and muscle gain. And as men over 40, building muscle is crucial because muscle tissue burns more calories than fat, even at rest. So if you're gaining muscle and losing fat simultaneously, the scale might not reflect that change, but your body composition is improving significantly. Think of it like going to the arcade as a kid. You collect all those tickets, watching the pile get bigger and bigger. Some days you hit the jackpot, and others maybe not so much. But at the end, it was the total that counted. Progress works the same way. The small wins add up, and in the end, they're what really gets you closer to your goal. So focusing solely on that number can be demotivating. It can lead to unnecessary stress, making you more likely to throw in the towel. And giving up is the last thing you want to do because it keeps you from achieving that healthier, more vibrant life. Now, in my program, we take a simple approach to tracking progress. We use progress photos to capture visual changes, body measurements to track composition, and we note strength gains by keeping a workout journal, either digital or paper. And yes, we do track scale weight twice a week. Also, we celebrate non-scale victories like improved sleep, better mood, increased energy, and very, very important, how your clothes fit. Now, let me tell you about my client, James. He was so fixated and obsessed with the scale, and despite his hard work, the number wasn't moving much. But when we compared his before and after photos and measurements after a month, the difference was huge. He lost inches off his waist, his posture improved, and his arms and chest were visibly bigger, muscle-wise, and most importantly, his confidence was at an all-time high. It wasn't until then that James realized that the scale was just one piece to the puzzle. It really can be deceiving. And remember, your journey is about enhancing your quality of life, not just chasing a number on the scale. And when you broaden your perspective, you'll find many more reasons to stay motivated. All right, let's jump into mistake number 3, which is focusing solely on cardio for weight loss. Now, I used to be that guy that thought the more I sweated on the treadmill, the more fat I'd burn. I was clocking in hours each week, drenched in sweat, but the results were really minimal. Not to mention my knees started to act up, and honestly, I was constantly exhausted from it. See, the problem with excessive cardio without strength training is that it can lead to muscle loss. And remember, muscle is your metabolism's best friend. Now, high impact activities like running can also be tough on your joints, especially as we get older. Plus, focusing on cardio only can lead to you having that withered away look where you lose weight, but without the muscle to fill out your frame. You end up looking thin, but not necessarily healthy or strong. Think of it like a retirement fund. If you're only doing cardio, it's like withdrawing a little each month without ever investing. You might see some quick initial results, but over time, there's nothing left in the tank. Cardio-only routines do the same thing to your body. You're wearing it down without building up any real strength or shape. Relying on cardio only is like trying to build a house without a hammer. You need more tools for the job. And without strength training, you're not building the muscle that keeps your metabolism fired up. Also, muscle strength is essential for daily activities like lifting groceries and even playing with your kids. So ignoring strength training can lead to a decrease in muscle mass, slowing down your metabolism, and making fat loss even harder. And the risk of injury from overworked joints can set you back even further. So what's the solution here? Well, a balanced fitness routine that includes resistance training and low impact cardio. Aim for at least 2 full body strength sessions per week, focusing on compound movements like squats, rows, and presses. These exercises work multiple muscle groups and they give you the most bang for your buck. And you can even do them from home with a pair of light dumbbells. Next, incorporate activities like walking, swimming, or cycling, because these are more forgiving on your joints, but they're still effective for cardiovascular health. Also, look for opportunities to move more throughout the day. Take the stairs, park farther away, or even enjoy a walk during your lunch break. They're all good selections. Now, in my coaching program, we encourage a concept called movement snacking. It's about incorporating small bursts of activities throughout your day, which can add up to significant calorie burn without stress on your body. So by shifting your focus to include strength training, you'll not only burn more fat effectively, but you'll also build muscle that supports your joints and overall mobility. Just imagine feeling strong, reduce aches and pains, and having the stamina to enjoy the activities you love. Now let's talk about mistake number 4, and that's comparing your progress to others. And this one is a huge one. See, in today's world, we're constantly bombarded with images of perfectly sculpted bodies on social media. And it's easy to scroll through Instagram and feel like you're not measuring up, especially when you see guys half your age with 6 and even 8 packs. But here's the truth. Everyone's journey is unique, my friend, and comparing yourself to others can erode your motivation and self-esteem. It's like comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's blockbuster hit. It's just not right to do to yourself. Comparison is a thief of joy. So when you compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel, you're setting yourself up for major disappointment. See, feeling like you're not progressing fast enough can lead to things like discouragement, and these feelings can increase cortisol levels, which ironically can make fat loss even more difficult. Everyone's body's different. Genetics, metabolism, lifestyle, they all play a role in how we lose weight and build muscle. I remember years ago when Instagram was newer, I was so focused on matching these influencers' progress that I actually lost sight of my own achievements. I was definitely progressing, but every day I was bombarded with perfectly edited pictures of these sculpted bodies. And it wasn't until I stepped back and recognized how far I'd actually come myself that I regained my motivation. Self-reflection is key here, my friend. So what can you do? Well, set personal goals and focus on what you can achieve for yourself, not what others have accomplished. Also, celebrate small wins. Did you get more reps today? Did you lift a little bit heavier? Did you make healthier food choices? These are actually all victories worth acknowledging. And here's a big one. Cut back on social media. Instead of scrolling through these curated fitness posts with perfect bodies, look for content that motivates or teaches you something new. You'll find that the less you compare, the more control you have over your own journey. Remember, your journey is unique. You're not just making changes for aesthetic reasons, but to improve your health, be there for your loved ones, and enhance the quality of your life. Comparing yourself to others steals the joy from your own progress. So keep your eyes on the path and you'll feel the journey much more rewarding. Now, if you'd like more help on transforming your body and living a healthier and happier life, click the link in the show notes. I'll see you soon.